Hello, my name is Matthew Lambert. I'm a third and fourth grade special education teacher in Northwest Oklahoma, actually for Woodward, Oklahoma Public Schools. I have a background of I taught fifth grade for Oklahoma City Public Schools. Got certified kind of late in life, actually, around 2008. Then we moved to Kansas, and I went through the Transition to Teach program at Fort Hays State University. I had a business degree, and I taught high school business and computers. Moved back to Oklahoma, got all my certification straightened out, took the special education test, and I am now teaching third and fourth special education. So this is my first year doing that. So I'm so excited to take this class, and I want to take it first in getting my administration endorsement in hopes that it would give me some further information, some more things that I can do with my students and to help them, and as well as become a great administrator for special education students. I will say I'm recording this a little late. I'm on the wire tonight to get this in after getting everything straightened out. The pictures that you see on the PowerPoint here, I just returned about actually 2 hours ago in Oklahoma because we spent the Christmas holiday in Hawaii. So these are pictures of my family. I've been married to my husband for 21 years. We have two boys. Have a 26-year-old that I adopted at the age of 11. His name is Logan. And then our youngest child, who just turned 10, that we adopted when he was 2 days old. His name is Kelston. So that's a little bit about me. Again, I live in Northwest Oklahoma. This is my first year teaching special education. Husband of 21 years, two children, 26 and 10. Taught fifth grade for Oklahoma City Public Schools. And a fun fact, before COVID, we decided to sell everything we had besides a big 1-ton dually truck and a large fifth wheel, and we were full-time RVers for a year. Then when COVID hit, we couldn't find a place to stay. My in-laws live in Northwest Oklahoma out in the country, so we built a place out on their land. While full-timing as well, I might add that I taught English to children in China through VIP Kid, which is a company, and it was a great part-time gig. So that was fun as well. So this is my transition slide. We'll go through the content questions as far as inclusion, advocacy, and what I see the plans for both, which actually after reading all the material and going through it, I see that really there's one big plan that will facilitate both inclusion and advocacy, and as an administrator, make for a great school system. Maintaining an inclusive culture, the school leader's role. I think, again, agreeing with Dewitt in the article from 2011, we should realize the creativity and diversity of every student. Address issues head on. I think that is so important for an administrator to be able to address those issues, be honest and open with every staff member, every community member, every parent. Just make sure that we have those issues head on. Of course, and then the whole part of the article that dealt with the LGBTQ issues, I think this is wonderful because they did talk about tolerance and acceptance. And I heard this way back, and I think we should replace those two terms of tolerance and acceptance with cherish and celebrate. And that's what I feel as an administrator and as a teacher or any educator. You should cherish and celebrate those differences that you have with all students and include all students. If this doesn't exist, if there's a problem with the culture that you are hired to, or the administrative role, that you come upon, I think there should be an open door policy. I think it's very, very feasible to get to know all your students, your parents, and your faculty. And at last, we should celebrate those differences in all of our students. And that way we can really be inclusive and accept and cherish and celebrate all the students that we come across every day. Um, at last, parents, students, staff, and teachers, they need to feel that sense of importance and belonging. I work for an elementary school that really does a great job of this, and I love going to work every day because I can see this in action. I have a student who is somewhat difficult. He has autism. He has oppositional defiant disorder, and yet I work with my principal daily to try to find those different things and those different the different criteria, the different processes that will make him prosper and be successful in a school setting. Let me go back. I'm sorry. So again, when we talk about encouraging advocacy, as a school administrator, and what I see, in the future is promoting and implementing further teacher training. Always have that professional development available. Always push that on the teachers and the staff where we can become better and we can further, think about the things that will make us more successful. Because even as we tell our students every day that we need to, be continuous learners, we need to search for new things every day. As teachers, as administrators, as staff, we need to do that same. And I think that we can be an example to our students for that. Create a school where all voices are heard. I think all the students, the parents, the community, we, as an administrator, I would think it's very, very important to hear all those voices, to take everything into account when we do something like that. And again, of course, like I said, take into account all community, students, and educators' societal experiences. Because when we put that melting pot together and we look at everything that makes a person tick, that makes a school tick, that makes a community tick, then we will be ultimately successful. The final thing I really want to talk about is relationships. This is something that I think I am very good at. I strive to be good at, but it's building relationships with the entire school community. It's the initial way to achieve overall success and well-being of the district and school community. If we as administrators can convey the thought that everybody feels welcomed, everybody feels included, and we hone in on those personal relationships with everybody, how hard of a task that may be, we will ultimately be successful. So that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about my thoughts. Thank you all for listening. I look forward to spending the next few weeks with you all, and I am hoping that I will gain a lot of knowledge and learn from each and every one of you, and I hope that you will gain some insight from me as well. Thank you.